How many nitrogen atoms are present in 0.41 moles of ammonia, or NH3? Well, here's how we would do that. First of all, I'm going to go ahead and write down 0.41 moles of NH3, and then we're going to just do some dimensional analysis until we get to nitrogen atoms at the end. I want to make sure I leave myself enough space, so I'm going to do some kind of manipulation until I eventually get to units of nitrogen atoms. So in typical fashion, we're going to do dimensional analysis by, of course, inserting a set of parentheses. The units for the denominator are, of course, going to be the same units as are up here, so I'm going to write down moles of NH3. Now, once again, I want to eventually get to number of nitrogen atoms. Can I directly relate moles of NH3 to nitrogen atoms? In other words, if I have like 1 mole of NH3, can I directly say that that is going to be X number of nitrogen atoms and figure that out just directly? I don't know if I can. I think it might be tricky, but I bet I could put moles of nitrogen up here. So if you were holding, for example, a single molecule of NH3 in your hand, how many nitrogen atoms would be in there? Yeah, there'd be 1, because there's only 1 nitrogen in a single molecule of NH3. By extension, if you had 1 mole of NH3, you will have 1 mole of nitrogen atoms, because it's a 1-to-1 relationship. So I'll go ahead and put down 1 and 1. I'm getting a little bit closer, but of course I'm not to nitrogen atoms. The denominator units in the next set of parentheses are, of course, going to be the same as the numerator units in the previous set. So I'm going to write down moles of nitrogen right here. Can I directly relate moles of nitrogen to nitrogen atoms? Is there some way of doing that? If I have 1 mole of nitrogen, can I figure out how many nitrogen atoms I have? Yeah, I think I can. That's Avogadro's number. So 1 mole of nitrogen is equal to 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd nitrogen atoms. So I think I've got there. My units cancel out there, there, and there, and I'm left with the units I'm looking for. So at this point, all you have to do is throw that into your calculator, and you should get the final answer. Now, I didn't ask this question on the original slide, but I think it's a worthy question to ask. What if this question had asked me how many hydrogen atoms there are in 0.41 moles of NH3? What would I do there? What would be the difference? I'm going to tell you that, but I want to leave you to think about that and see if you can answer that on your own.